Welcome to one of the fastest growing sports YouTube channels out there, Gold and Blue Dude. And ESPN might be in some big trouble, possibly to the point of no return. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, Gold and Blue Dude. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I do college football videos every single day. While you're here, go check out my good friends at tristatewithsketch.com. All you have to do is send them the picture, and they'll sketch it on the wood. They have great things like this, coasters, and if you're willing to pay a little bit more, something like this. Mention Gold and Blue Dude and you'll get 20% off. Don't forget about my score prediction contest. Every week, somebody will win at least $20. I'm trying to get it up to $50, but I need more people to join my Patreon page. All you have to do is go over to my Patreon page, join my Patreon page, and you'll be eligible to win at least $20 a week. If I can get enough Patreon members, I'm going to bump that up to $50. If you join the $4.99 a month, that gives you one prediction guess per week. If you join the $9.99, that gives you 2 prediction guesses a week. And if you buy the $19.99, that gives you 4 score predictions per week. You can win as many times as you want. So you can win a lot of money throughout the college football season. Ever since Texas and Oklahoma announced that they were going to the SEC, a lot of things have come out. I have very reliable inside sources telling me that West Virginia is going to the ACC, but there hasn't been an announcement yet. Why hasn't there been an announcement yet as far as West Virginia goes? Well, I think I figured out the reason. That's because ESPN may have committed torturous interference. 2 to 4 years ago, the Big 12 actually wanted to expand. Now, ESPN allegedly contacted Texas and Oklahoma to block that, basically because they don't want the Big 12 to exist anymore. Why is that? Well, it could be because ESPN has contracts with the SEC, the ACC, and the AAC. The SEC signed a contract with ESPN for exclusive media rights starting in 2024, going through the 33-34 season, and it's paying out $300 million a year. The ACC signed a 20-year deal in 2015. It goes through 35-36, and it pays out $240 million a year. The AAC also signed a contract with ESPN, and they get paid $83.3 million a year through the 2031-32 season. So all this could be orchestrated by ESPN. They could be the puppet master behind all this. Now, there would be no problem if the teams contacted the conferences first, but if the conferences contacted the teams first, that's a problem. That's where torturous interference comes in. You are not allowed to pursue other teams that are in contracts with other conferences. They're allowed to contact you. You're not allowed to contact them. And this is why West Virginia hasn't made their announcement that they're going over the ACC. Because it is possible that the ACC contacted West Virginia first, and that also would be torturous interference, and the ACC would be in some trouble. So basically, ESPN wanted the Big 12 done. That way, Oklahoma and Texas can go to the SEC. They can grab West Virginia and put them in the ACC, and then their other conference, the AAC, could absorb either the rest or most of the rest of the teams. More money for ESPN, more money for the SEC, ACC, and AAC. It's starting to make a lot of sense. Now, this still has to be proven in court, but these are actual allegations, and it could be a hefty, and I mean hefty, fine for ESPN if they're found guilty of this. We already know that Bob Bowlesby sent a cease and desist letter to the SEC from even talking about Oklahoma and Texas going to the SEC. And they would have to pay out a combined $100 million if they leave before 2025. So a solution to that? Get the Big 12 disbanded. So there's a lot of benefits for ESPN if the Big 12 disbands. Number one, they don't have to pay that fine. It would basically be the SEC's responsibility to pay that fine. The ACC could go ahead and absorb West Virginia, and the AAC could absorb whoever else they wanted to, and possibly gain a Power 5 status, which would give ESPN yet another Power 5 conference under contract. They would have 3 out of the 5 Power 5 conferences under contract if the AAC became a Power 5. This is a big deal, and it explains a lot. It makes total sense to me. I don't know how this is going to play out, and I've wondered why West Virginia hasn't made the announcement, because these are some good sources that are telling me that the ACC is getting West Virginia. Really good sources. And I'm getting a lot of comments, well, why haven't we seen an announcement? I'm like, I don't know. This would definitely explain it. We'll see how all this plays out, but this could be very bad news for ESPN. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.